What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Raev Bullet GT e-bike. Taking a look at the specs, this has a 750 watt motor with 75 Newton meters of torque, a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery, 20 by 4 inch fat tires, a Shimano 7-speed shifter, 160 millimeter hydraulic disc brakes, and both a front and rear suspension. So taking a look at the bike itself, this is one awesome looking bike. The one I have here is in green, which just happens to be my favorite color as well. Beside this color, this bike also comes in red, black, or yellow. Another thing I love is the paint on this bike. 90% of e-bikes these days have single stage matte paint, as I'm guessing it's just easier and cheaper to do, but this one has a really nice glossy finish. Not only does this look better, but it's also more durable compared to matte paint as well. So taking a look at the seat, this is one very large and plush seat. I've taken this bike on a few short rides already and it's definitely very comfortable. Since it is a longer seat, if you're shorter you can sit more forward toward the front, but if you're taller like me then you can sit toward the back to stretch your legs out a little more as well. Taking a look at the battery, this one slides out from the side, which makes it very easy to insert or remove. The bike I have here is the single battery model, but they also have one with dual batteries as well. That one includes an additional 8 amp hour battery, which mounts right here at the bottom. Taking a look at the lights, this bike includes both a front headlight and a rear tail light, which lights up when you brake as well. I did test the front headlight at night already, and it does have a very good output. Taking a look at the screen, it's not color or anything fancy, but it's very easy to read and use, so honestly I have no complaints there. At last, we are on the Raev Bullets GT. I've been looking at this bike since about December when I first seen their ad online. 3-4 months later, we finally have it. This is hands down the most beautiful e-bike I've ridden so far. It has a very nice green paint job that has a nice metallic flake in it. I'll be sure to grab some videos later on during this ride so you can kind of see that in the sun. But this bike has like an automotive grade finish on it. Usually a lot of these bikes just go for the simple matte paint, which is not bad, but this one really pops thanks to that glossy paint. So right now I have the motor off. I'm just riding with pure human leg power. It's not bad. There's not much rolling resistance. I could pedal this bike no problem at all. I'm even on gear 4 right now. Shift up to gear 5. Still not very much rolling resistance. So if this bike died out, you could definitely ride it home without the battery, no problem at all. You probably can't see it on camera, maybe you can, I'm not sure, but I got really high knees on this bike. Well, let me put my camera down and make sure you can. So when I'm pedaling, my knees are coming all the way up to the handlebars almost. Because this is a pretty short bike, like not lengthwise, but like the sitting height. I'm 5'10", and yeah, for me this bike's a little too short to comfortably pedal. I mean, I can pedal it as you can see, but after doing this for a few miles, my legs are definitely going to be sore because this is not really like a comfortable pedaling position. They are coming out with a plus size model very soon though. I think in a month or two. That one's going to be a little longer, a little taller as well, and recommended for taller people. Surprisingly though, when I had the motor off and I'm on gear 5 right now, despite me having little room to pedal, I can actually get this bike up to 13 miles per hour without much effort. Back there, I was actually rolling so easy while I was pedaling it, I thought the pedal assist had kicked on, but it was still at 0. It's just a easy to move little bike. All right, let's go ahead and switch it up to pedal assist 1. Yeah, I wish this bike was at least like 3 or 4 inches taller, then it would have been great. Right now I kind of feel like a big person riding a tiny bike. All right, so pedal assist 1, 12.2 miles per hour, 12.3-ish. Yeah, that front brake is pretty squeaky, but they said this first batch, which is what I have here, is kind of like using their earlier parts. And this was a problem they knew about, so anyone who orders the second batch, which I think ships like in early June, those are gonna have the fixed brake pads. So you won't have this school bus sounding squeaky brakes on yours.
All right, pedal assist 2, 15.5 miles per hour, 15.8. Yeah, even right now, I feel like I'm pedaling a little bit like a hamster. I'm still connected to the bike, but just because my knees are coming so high, I feel like I really gotta work a lot more to pedal. Unlike a lot of other e-bikes, this one doesn't have 5 speeds of pedal assist, but actually has only 3, which kind of further shows it's kind of made to be like a cruiser bike and not really one that you're supposed to pedal a lot. So pedal assist 3, lost traction big time. I have no idea what pedal assist 3 goes to. It is unlocked, but as soon as 20 miles per hour happened, I lost complete control of pedaling. Like I could not pedal anymore, even if I try. Let's try it one more time. 11, 15. Oh, no. Once that hits 20, there is no chance I can pedal this thing. Once it hits 20, my legs are just flying like my chain fell off the bike. So I'm really hoping I get to check out the GT Plus or GTX, whatever they're gonna call it in the end, because 20 miles per hour on this one, unpedalable. So maybe pedal assist 1 and 2, you can pedal this bike, but once you get to 3, your legs are moving. You're really moving on this thing. That was a pretty rough road back there, and this dual suspension definitely seems to be soaking things up pretty well. I do have this bike unlocked. They posted on their website, on their Facebook group actually, how to unlock it. So out of the box, I think it's locked to like, I don't know, 20 or something like that. But they give you the instructions and how to get in the settings and unlock it. Yeah, it's not the torquiest little bike, but it definitely has a good amount of torque on it. I think this one is 75 Newton meters of torque. And I've definitely been on bikes a lot slower. A lot of these companies lie and say it's a 750 watt motor with, you know, 100 Newton meters of torque. And then you get on that bike and it's so slow, slower than 500 watt motors I have. So this one, they seem to be fairly honest that this is 75 Newton meters of torque, because like I said, it's not the fastest, but it definitely has a nice pep to it. Once you hit that throttle, you feel it really push you forward. And one thing I really love about this company is they seem to be very, very active in their Facebook group. Like one of the co-founders, his name is, I don't remember his last name, but his name is Kai something. And he's always posting like, hey guys, what do you guys think of these tires? What do you guys think about putting this motor and this battery? Do you think that'll sell well, or would you guys like to see that? So they're very, very connected to their community, and they seem to be trying to do their best to put out a bike that everybody's happy with, everybody likes, and constantly improve it over time. So I have really high hopes for this company. They're definitely going to go places if they keep up with that attitude of inquiring with the customers and not just, you know, making whatever they feel like and hoping it sells. But yeah, they have their GTX or GT Plus coming out. That's gonna have a 1,000 watt motor, I think it was. Later on, they said they plan to upgrade it to a 52 volt. So, and then the guy Kai said they also have a secret model in production as well. I don't know if it's gonna be a completely different bike or this one with upgrades on it, but I definitely look forward to seeing what that is. Yeah, this is a peppy little bike. On flat road, it definitely has a good amount of torque to it. Oh, these are some noisy brakes, I'll tell you that. Front and back, they're both making noise. I read from a few riders they do get it better after a few miles, so we'll have to find out and see. But like I said, the company does have replacements they're going to be putting on later models, so you shouldn't have to deal with that in general. Yeah, it was a pretty rough area there, but bike handled it no problem. It's also a very comfortable seat as well. I'm kind of sitting like in the middle of the seat, but you can also move all the way back or all the way forward depending on your height, whatever feels comfortable to you. All right, let's see if we have enough space here to do a speed run. No, this car's gonna turn. I don't want to get ran over. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to blow this stop sign. I'm sorry for all you YouTube safety patrol people out there are gonna comment. All right, I was getting some backlash with the wind there. It's getting pretty windy, but got a nice 27 miles per hour. Let me spin around, try that one more time from here. .5 on that one. Keep running out of space. Brakes definitely work very well, very smooth, but also nice and grabby at the same time. So it's 21 miles per hour. Oh, skidded that tire, no problem at all. I didn't feel like slamming it the entire way and peeling off my tires, but I could tell that grab, no problem at all. Definitely great brakes. All right, found a nice stretch here. Oh, never mind, the cops are coming, so I can't do my speed run. Found a nice stretch here with no stop sign, but right in front of me is a cop car. All right, let's give this a go. 25, 26. All right, seems to be capped around that 29 miles per hour. I got up to 28.9, and then it just kind of, I felt the motor kind of let up at that point. And I was kind of just going forward with the force of the bike. So it looks like 29 is the maximum you're gonna get on this bike. Yeah, so like I said, this is a very nice looking bike, and to further emphasize that, I review a bunch of bikes lately. So right now in my garage, I have probably 10 different bikes. And I actually had one of my customers, I do automotive detailing, one of my customers came over, his wife was with him, and the first thing she did was look at this bike and go, oh wow, what is that bike? Are you selling it, or where can I buy one? So I gave her all the information. I mean, she's most likely gonna end up getting one because she sat on it and she was like extremely excited with this little bike. And then a few days later, my sister-in-law came over, and the same thing. I have like 10 bikes in the garage. I opened it up to grab something. She saw this one there, and the same thing. Oh wow, is that one for sale? Are you selling that bike? And I was like, no, I'm not selling that one. I plan on keeping that one. So yeah, anybody who sees this bike, they have the same reaction as me. It's a very beautiful and nice looking bike. Let's go ahead and test this on the rocks here. Very loose gravel. Yeah, I wouldn't want a hard brake here because it's so loose. You're definitely gonna do a hard slide. But yeah, thanks to the knobby fat tires, it handles pretty well. I probably won't be keeping it like this for long though, because I don't really do. All right, you do have somewhat of a short turn radius. Some of these bikes I can turn around pretty easy. This one, the handlebars kind of hit the side here, so it doesn't have that wide of a turn radius to do a quick U-turn. But yeah, I probably won't be keeping it like this for long. 98% of my riding is all in the street. So I'm probably gonna be putting Kenda Craze tires on here. Maybe something else, but right now I'm about 90% set on Kenda Craze. I don't think they're gonna gain much top end or anything, but just cosmetics and road feel is probably gonna improve the ride. All right, so this is one of those bikes where the throttle is linked to the pedal assist. So right now, if I have it on pedal assist 1, your throttle tops out at 12 miles per hour. And then if you shift up, it'll go higher and higher. So that's a nice little bonus, because this way you don't have to, with some bikes, the throttle is just full out every single time. And you kind of gotta be very delicate with the throttle to get it where you want. But this one, you can just push it fully down and you're not gonna get full speed. It's just gonna lock you instead at whatever 1, 2, or 3 max speed is. All right, so I just had to pass someone. I realized there's no bell on this bike. I'm usually not a fan of the little rinky-dinky bells that come on most bikes anyway, so that's okay. I usually buy this electronic bell from Amazon, about 10 bucks, and it's much louder and it sounds a little better to me, so I'll most likely pick up one of those for this bike as well. Yeah, this soaks up bumps pretty well. Had some aggressive cracks in the concrete over there and really didn't feel that bad. A lot of times on some of these bikes, when you go over stuff like that, you really gotta lift off the seat because it's such a jarring bump. that wasn't too bad. Yeah, today was really hot. It was like 96 degrees. I almost did this review earlier today, but I stepped outside, and as soon as I felt that sun, I just went, nope. Went right back in the house. But now that's a little later in the day, it's definitely a lot better. Yeah, this has a 20 amp hour battery. I'm gonna say most people are gonna be riding this the way I am, with just throttle only, with very little pedaling. So realistically, you're probably gonna get about 15 or 25 miles, depending how fast or how slow you're going. This is the single battery model, but they also have a dual battery model, which comes with a 8 amp hour battery. So that one should add you a good 10 or 15 miles as well. They haven't released the kit yet, but they did say they're planning to release the controller and the additional battery soon, so you can upgrade your single battery bike. So I'll definitely be picking that up to upgrade this bike as well. Yeah, this bike definitely gets a lot of stares. I do a lot of these reviews, and it's usually I just ride by on my e-bike, and people don't really pay much attention. But right now I'm on this little bike, and everybody's looking as I pass and kind of turning their head around at the same time as well. So again, a very attractive bike. If you're someone that really likes speed, then definitely hold off for the GTX or the GT Plus, which is the bigger model with the larger motor. That one's gonna get you, I think they said, about 32 or 34. It's also gonna have a lot more torque since it is a bigger motor. But like I said, they plan to probably sell an upgrade kit for this one as well. So that's definitely something I look forward to. All right, a little off-roading here. Definitely handled this bumps, no problems at all. I never went this way, so I don't know where I'm going. I've only went the other way in this small path. I just discovered this a week or two ago. All right, let's try this way. Okay, there's people over here by the water. Definitely a nice little chill spot over here under the bridge. Very, very rough terrain right now. This is large rocks, as you can see, very loosely packed. Not ideal for any type of vehicle, but full suspension definitely makes it not too bad. All right, getting out of here. As usual, I just forgot to pick up my kickstand. It always happens. I really wish one of these smart e-bikes will come out with a feature that, like, once you surpass 2 miles per hour or something, your kickstand automatically goes up by itself. That'll be a feature I really appreciate. Useless to some, but very beneficial to others. I mean, cars have those things where they automatically lock your doors when you go up a certain speed, so automatic folding kickstand wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, personally, I think this is a really great bike. This checks all the boxes for me. I know a lot of people like to go 40, 50 on their bikes, but realistically, I think that 28 to 32 mark is more than enough that you need to go on an e-bike. If you plan to do like city commuting and riding in heavy traffic, you might need a little more, but for just regular cruising and riding, that 29 mark that this bike can hit is definitely more than enough. The only downside, as I said earlier, this bike is a little short, but for regular cruising, it's definitely great. Down the line, if I could trade this with somebody and get myself a GTX, I think that'll 100% check all the boxes, since I am on the taller side for this bike. But that aside, this is definitely a home run bike. I own a few Moped Style e-bikes, and they all kind of hit or miss in certain spots that you can't really improve, like the top speed or the comfort. But this one has been pretty solid in every single category. Only issue, which is the temporary one, was these school bus brakes. But like I said, that's only something on our models of the first people that got them. So for anybody else down the line that gets this, they're not going to have that. So for that reason, I'm not really using that in my evaluation of this bike. So yeah, really the only thing is the height. But even then, like I said, as long as I don't pedal, this is going to be a nice little cruiser. All right, so the sun's going down. I'm about to head back. I think that about wraps up this video. If you're looking for a very, very good looking Moped Style e-bike, This one here, the Raev Bullets GT, is definitely a great one to look at. If you want more range, they also have the dual battery model. If you want something more affordable, they also have another bike, which is the Raev Bullet. It has a different frame, but it's still a very good looking bike. So overall, definitely a great first products to the market from Raev bikes. I'm definitely looking forward to what they release next. All right, well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.